Hello Capricorn and welcome to your monthly tarot advice video for the month of June. Before we go ahead and get started, I'm super excited to announce that I now offer live one-to-one Zoom sessions where we can really sit with your energy and discuss the cards together, and you can ask any questions that you might have. All of the information for that is linked down below, as well as a code for 20% off for the whole month of June. Again, all of that information is in the description box down below. With that being said, we can go ahead and get started straight into your reading here. So let's see what you need to know for the month ahead. But as always, please take what resonates and leave the rest. What does my lovely Capricorn need to know, please, Spirit? What does the Oracle have to say for my lovely Capricorns, please? What does the Oracle have to say? Let's see here. Shine from within. This has been a nice theme that's been coming out for a few signs here of really understanding our inner worth, our inner light. But this says shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. So I also feel it's like you understanding your energy and almost that life force that you have. Like, I don't want to say that you've been being a bit harsh on yourself, but this does feel like the time to be gentle and, again, accepting of yourself. Slow and steady is also the energy that I'm feeling. Let's see what the current energy is looking like with tarot. What is the current energy for Capricorns, please, Spirit? What is coming through here? What is the current energy for Capricorns? The High Priestess and the Six of Wands. So it feels like this is something you've been kind of being gently nudged towards for some time. Your intuition has been telling you, like you've got some inner work to do, maybe some shadow work, maybe needing to just, again, acceptance is coming through. I don't know if it's like you feel accepted in your community and you feel recognized, but it's hard for you to recognize your own success. It's hard for you to truly, again, I don't know, it feels like when people all have their eyes on you, you kind of don't believe them. Like when they're all cheering for your successes, it feels like, again, this level of not believing them or not seeing what it is that they're trying to celebrate for you there. But I feel like your intuition has been kind of guiding you down this path where you can start to trust yourself, is the word I wanted to say. I think there might have been this blockage of really not listening to your inner instinct, your inner intuition. And I think that's something that you're starting to build on now, and you're finding some success in that. Let's see what the challenges that you might face this month are. What are some challenges Capricorn may face? So we have the the Eight of Swords. I thought it was going to be the 7. So it's the Eight of Swords. This makes sense for you, Capricorn. I do see this a lot in Capricorn energy of that overthinking, worrying, almost overthinking yourself into a bind that you don't need to be in, like worrying yourself to the point of you've put yourself in a corner, in a box, you've backed yourself into a position you don't want to be in. And your challenge this month, I feel like, is almost to confront these thoughts when they come up, these worries, these anxieties, these overthinking. It's almost to challenge them and be like, hang on a minute, why do I think this? Why do I feel this? Where is this stemming from? When people are trying to compliment you or congratulate you or shine some light on you, why is it that you feel you need to shy away? Why is it that your immediate instinct is to be like, hang on, that's not true? That, like, you need to start questioning that for yourself this month. What other challenges might come through? Ooh. We have the Three of Swords. So this is stemming from past wounds that do need to be healed, and they might pop up again. Past heartbreaks, past fears. Again, with the High Priestess and the Eight of Swords next to each other, it does make me want to tell you that be careful of mistaking anxiety for intuition. That is very easily done for a lot of us. And again, that's where that questioning comes in. Because when you question your intuition, it will guide you. When you question your anxiety, it's going to just make you feel more anxious. It's not going to give you real answers. You're going to, fall into it. You really need to unravel it and see what's lying deeper under these things. Why are these fears? Where do these wounds come from? Are these things that I've thought I've healed and haven't? That's something that feels like it's coming up for you this month. We are, the Seven of Swords the Seven of Swords was wanting to come out, so I don't know if this is because you're wanting to self-sabotage due to these past wounds, due to it being easier to overthink. Anxiety is easier to deal with when you just, you know, let it overtake you, and that is a form of self-sabotage. But it also could be someone that, for some Capricorns out here, I feel like you was having fears around your heart space, fears around people, again, backing you into this corner. So it is just something to be aware of. The Seven of Swords can be someone that is maybe scheming, lying, or backstabbing in some way. So again, that is just something to be aware of. But using your discernment is very important. Again, listening to intuition versus anxiety and understanding that you can differentiate between the two of them is important. Let me see what's coming through for you in work and purpose. Now, let me clarify, Capricorn. When I say work, I mean whatever you show up to, whatever you dedicate yourself to. Maybe that is your 9 to 5. Maybe it is your career. But maybe this is also something that you learn, that you study. It could also be, you know, that inner work, that purpose. So for work, career, and purpose, what's coming through for Capricorn, please? We have the Page of Swords and the 9 of Swords. The thing is, I don't really see you too much as the page here. I feel like you've already surpassed the page in some way from whatever this work, whatever this purpose is for you. You just still view yourself as the page, and it comes in to conjunction with this 9 of Swords and this 8 of Swords, of this overthinking, this worrying. And again, I think it is stemming from old wounds of not feeling worthy, not feeling good enough, not feeling pride in what you do. The Page of Swords, though, you do work really hard. You do push yourself and try. For some Capricorns out there, I feel that there might be somebody coming in asking for a mentorship, asking for you to teach them, asking for an opportunity to learn from you. And I think this 9 of Swords and this 8 of Swords could be you worrying about not feeling good enough, not feeling adequate enough, not being... You feel like the page yourself. How could you teach someone else? How could you mentor someone else? You still are learning yourself. The truth is, you're always going to be learning, but you can also learn more for yourself through teaching others, you know? They say that when you're trying to learn something, the best way to learn is to imagine that you're teaching someone that knows nothing about it, because you really have to understand something inside and out to be able to teach it to someone else. And even if you don't understand something inside and out, you start to learn what you don't know and what you need to brush up on and what you need to study more. So don't overthink what you don't know. Don't worry about what you don't know. Look at it as an opportunity to learn more and to push yourself and to put yourself out there. It's funny that the star is also on the bottom of the deck here, because this is, again, all about your purpose, and the star is a great card for hope, healing, almost finding that light that you can follow even when things feel difficult. It really is finding your purpose. So maybe your purpose is learning and teaching. Again, you will know that. You will know for yourself. We're going to look into your connections next. When I say connections, this can be friendships, family, romance. It could even be your co-workers. But again, using your discernment and your intuition, what is coming in for connections for Capricorn, please, Spirit? What does Capricorn have coming through in connections, please? One more card. That was the 4 of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles there. So the 4 of Pentacles can be this card of stability and success, but it also feels like holding on to what feels secure even when we know it might not be for the best. When we hold on to what we have, again, what we feel is secure, it can block this growth, these opportunities. I also am sensing kind of a lack mindset from some Capricorns here. It feels like some of you guys, again, I'm not worthy of this, I don't deserve this, I'm not good enough for this. And again, these are all coming from past wounds, and part of you doesn't even believe this anymore. You don't really truly believe these things about yourself anymore, and it's time for you to start shining from within. The Queen of Pentacles is asking you to challenge these ideas from the 4 of Pentacles, challenge all these anxious thoughts, all these, again, because a lot of this is in your mind. Not to say that you're making things up, but pages really do deal with our thoughts, our inner world, our intellect. And again, a lot of these aren't emotional, they're mental for you. The Queen of Pentacles is saying that you can have stability, you can have success, and it's about, again, you have to make room for it in some way. You'll notice that, you know, the Queen of Pentacles, she has the 1 big pentacle, and the 4 of Pentacles, he has the 4, and he thinks, you know, this is everything, I could never want more, I could never need more, and he holds on to it. when really letting go of the Pentacles can provide more for him than just keeping them. You know, I don't know why I'm feeling like for some people it really is about the experiences. I'm thinking, like my grandparents say it all the time, like you can't take it with you. You can't take money with you. So again, you could hold on for the idea of having stability, having success, having that number in your bank account. But you could also have the mindset of the Queen. She has abundance. She can spare. She can give. She can have experiences. She can put herself out there because, again, she is stable and secure in what she has. And she knows that it will come back to her. I don't know why that message felt so strongly that it needs to come out. It does not really rely into connections, but I'm sure that you guys will use your discernment. You will choose it as it resonates for you. And I know that some Capricorns out there are going to be like, that hits. Let's see what's going to be your advice, the best way for you to navigate this month. What is some advice you have for Capricorn, please, Spirit? What is some advice you have for Capricorn, please, Spirit? One more card here. I don't know why, I just wanted to say distance isn't always an ending. For you, a big thing that's coming out is the World on the bottom of the deck. We have the Three of Cups as advice and the Ten of Cups as advice. The Three of Cups as advice and the Ten of Swords as advice, with the World on the bottom of the deck. And behind the World is the Seven of Swords. So there is some backstabbing and scheming going on in your friendships here. Again, it could be that some people are kind of only in it for monetary reasons, because we do have that coming through in your connections. The Seven of Swords, like I said, is backstabbing, lying, scheming, and that comes right before, that's coming right after the World. So there is going to be an ending, there is going to be closure, lessons learned, chapters ending, and I feel like it is going to be coming from, could be an Aries here or an air sign, backstabbing here, lying, out to get someone almost. I don't want to say it like that, but I feel like they don't have the purest of intentions. They are trying to cause a bit of harm here. And with the World and the Ten of Swords, it's almost like you have a choice for how harshly this ends. You can just make a big fuss about it, you can, you know, make arguments, or you can be the Queen and take a step back, you know, do it calmly. I also think with the Three of Cups, this could be about this could stem from a celebration. People say things they shouldn't when alcohol is involved is one thing I want to say. But I would say if this is just between you and another person, trying not to let it affect a bigger group is a message that's coming through here. We're going to go ahead and start clarifying, see what comes out a little bit deeper for you. We have the High Priestess. What is this here for, please, Spirit? Why is the High Priestess here? So we have Temperance. So it does feel like that balance of trusting and believing in yourself and trusting and believing in what other people say about you, you know, allowing them to congratulate you on your successes, allowing them to compliment you, allowing you to believe them. But it also comes from using your discernment between your anxiety and your intuition. That is a big thing coming through. Your intuition should never make you spiral. It should never cause anxiety. It should never cause fear. You know, it can present in a physical way and those same physical feelings that anxiety can give, but it should not, your intuition should not be scaring you. The Six of Wands, we have the Seven of Pentacles. So these successes that are going to be coming to you, that people are wanting to celebrate, this recognition is for good reason. Although it might not be up to your standards, there is a lot of progress that you've made. There is a lot of dedication that you've shown to this task, to this growth. And again, that's something to be celebrated. The Eight of Swords, we have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Wands. So again, you're really overthinking your confidence here and you are shrinking yourself down. That is something to be aware of. Again, remember, you are the Queen of Wands. You're magnetic, you're enchanting, you are confident and fiery, and not to overthink it. Step more into feelings and out of thoughts. Don't overthink what people might be thinking about you. Think about how you feel. Do you feel confident in that outfit? Do you feel confident when you're doing your favorite hobby, or, you know, XYZ? can we clarify? And we also have the Empress. So for you to be truly magnetic, for you to bring in your desires, to be truly creative and nurturing, you have to, again, have that confidence in yourself. The Empress is not overthinking. She's understanding. If things are taking time, she understands that things are taking their time. When the timing is right, what is meant for her will come. And she also does not fear endings. And because, again, she knows that there is creation out there. There is an opportunity to start again. We have the Three of Swords. Why is the Three of Swords here? Whoa, oh my goodness. I've never had a card quite fly out just like that. And it's the Ace of Cups and it landed reversed. It's literally laying on the floor perfectly like that. The Ace of Cups reversed for the Three of Swords. These wounds, these heartaches, these sorrows, these aren't healing because you're waiting for someone else to come and give you the love and the nurturing and the care that you think you need when you don't believe that you can give it to yourself. The reason that you feel drained emotionally, the reason that your cup feels empty is because you give and give to other people and you're giving from an empty cup. And even if you're not giving from an empty cup, your cup has had a leak in it. It's had these holes, these wounds, these heartbreaks that haven't been healed, and they've been sucking this energy and this love and this light from you. And it's time for you to start loving yourself, putting yourself first. Again, the Empress doesn't wait for someone to come along and love her and to tell her she's great and to tell her she's beautiful. She already believes it for herself. So when people come along, it just reinforces her ideas that she already knows. It strengthens that. So for you, it is really about building that self-worth and building self-love. Let's clarify this Page of Swords. Why is the Page of Swords here, please, Spirit? Clarify the Page of Swords for me. Three of Pentacles. I don't know if you have this fear around I was going to say recognition, but also collaboration. You're scared of people witnessing you do what you do. You overthink it. I do this thing where, like, when I'm playing video games and somebody like, I know my friends are watching me, or I know that people are spectating, like, that's when I start being like, oh my gosh, they're watching me, I'm gonna mess up, and you start overthinking it and you start worrying and you are draining the energy when you could just be like, okay, focus. That's all it takes, you know? Again, collaborations are good for you. It's where you learn and grow and you see different people's perspectives, and you can also gain recognition for how far you've come. What is this Nine of Swords about, please, Spirit? Two of Wands. The Nine of Swords. I think you're overthinking because you're trying to plan so much for things that you can't plan for. When things are out of your control, when you don't really have a lot of decisions and choices to make, why stress about what you would have done, what you could have done, what you should have done, like all of these things? Because the plan's already in motion. Okay, you would have planned things differently. Okay, you would have taken action differently. Okay, but it's already happened. We're already moving. So now you can plan for your next steps, or you can keep overthinking the steps that you've missed or that you would have done differently. I think that's also why the Four of Pentacles might be here, but let's see. Let's clarify this Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Have the Page of Cups. Now we are tapping more into the emotional side over your mental side, because you think how you think because of the feelings that you've felt, because of the emotions that you've experienced, because of the way, I think it's almost the way you were taught to deal with emotions. With the Page of Cups, I feel this emotional immaturity here, but I feel like it's because you weren't really taught to question your emotions or question your thoughts. You weren't taught to be curious and ask why. I feel this feeling. It feels like anxiety. What is it? Why is it? Be curious, be open, and understand that things can shift and change. Let's see here. I'm going to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, please. Clarify the Queen of Pentacles for my lovely Capricorn. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here, please, Spirit? We have the Three of Swords. Again, if you're wanting to be this Queen of Pentacles who is stable and secure, this comes from building the security in your emotional world, in your mental world. If you don't believe that you're truly deserving and worthy of this luxury, of this abundance, then how can you ever appreciate it or build towards it or accept it when it comes to you? A big thing for you is about your self-acceptance here. This is a time for you to realize that I am worthy of riches and wealth. I am worthy of having friends, and I'm worthy of loving myself and caring for myself, and whatever it is, you are worthy and deserving of these things. It's about you needing to heal these old wounds so that you can truly have that and so that you can truly blossom. We have the Three of Cups. This felt like a drama llama to me. Why is the Three of Cups here? Please clarify this for me, Spirit. I don't want it to be drama. I want things to be smooth sailing for my lovely Capricorns. I have the Two of Cups. I want to get a few more cards on this. And the Queen of Swords. I don't want to say that you're jumping the gun a bit here. Again, this Three of Cups does feel like it is involved with maybe a third party approaching your partnership here for some Capricorns. For others, it might be a soulmate trying to approach you from a friendship group, trying to branch off and have one-on-one time. Obviously, because we have the Seven of Swords come out a few times, it is just to be aware of people's intentions. Listen to not only what they say, but their actions, what they show you, their body language. Using your discernment is very important this month for you. Again, Queen of Swords, really observe, watch. I think a big thing for you this month, getting clear on your anxiety and your intuition, is so that when moments like this arise for you, whether it is someone approaching your relationship or someone approaching you for a relationship, it's so that you can not have anxiety but almost have clear thinking and clear understanding. That's really what you're trying to build towards here, Capricorn. Finally, we have the Ten of Swords. This was advice for my Capricorns. How is this Ten of Swords advice for my Capricorns, please, Spirit? How is this advice? Oh, lovely Capricorns coming through. We have Chariot and we have the Lovers. So when you really want to move forward with connections with people, with yourself, you have to make those conscious choices for how you deal with things. When it comes to endings, when it comes to arguments, people scheming, backstabbing, lying, whatever it is, self-sabotage, friends sabotaging, whatever it is, you get the choice of how you move forward. Are you leaving them behind, or are you trying to work towards things? Again, it's that choice, and it's not a choice that I think you worry about making the right choice when the time comes, and you worry about, well, what if I'm not in the energy to move on and I just am stuck as this Ten of Swords, as this stagnant energy. I feel like you overthink it too much. Time heals a lot. Time heals a lot. And it's about making that choice to show up for yourself, because again, the Lovers can be about love, but it's also about making that choice to choose yourself and not choose others all the time. I think you have a lot of love to give, Capricorn, but you struggle to give it to yourself. And you're going to find a lot of success in giving to yourself and building things for you. That is all I have for your reading this month. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Be sure to check out my Zoom sessions. As always, they are linked down below. And if you've watched this far, I truly, truly appreciate you.